Hey there, Amy Lewis from the KFBK Morning News. In the news recently, you may have heard the story of two girls who were at the airport and were going to board a plane before they were stopped by an alert airline employee and a law enforcement official. They were on their way to human sex trafficking. They didn't know it, but thank goodness they were stopped. I'm here with Brandon Haefele from Catalyst Mortgage, obviously the CEO and founder, but I'm also here with Missy McCall. And thank you very much for coming, Missy. Missy is with Blue Heart International, the co-founder of Blue Heart International, a local nonprofit that's dedicated to ending human trafficking. And this is what I love about the Catalyst report. It's not always about dollars and cents. It's about so much more. It really is about igniting a difference in our community. So Brandon, why did you initially want to get involved with Blue Heart?
Well, Catalyst Mortgage and our team is located here in Sacramento, and we have, Gene Mitchell in our office has known Missy for quite some time, and really brought Blue Heart to light and what they do in the community. And after we really learned about it, talked about it, we said we wanted to make a difference and we wanted to do our part, especially being a father of two girls.
Yeah.
And as we say, you invest in the community that invests in you. And Sacramento and the Northern California region has been so good to us. It's our duty, and I think it's our obligation, really, for all businesses. If you do business in this region, you should be supporting this region, whether it be, Blue Heart International, sex trafficking, or a different organization. Support the community that supports you. So that's really why we did it. And Missy has done just phenomenal work with this, and really trying to make a difference.
I don't think a lot of people know that we are almost ground zero for human trafficking. I mean, it is shocking, the statistic that you will hear. So Missy, tell folks why. First of all, describe Blue Heart and what you guys do every day.
So what we do is we have a street outreach program that we do where we go and we pray for the girls on the street, and we give them purses and backpacks to the children that live in the hotels and motels. So we go out probably on Fridays and Saturdays, especially in the summer, and we just what's called walk the blade. And that's basically where a lot of the street trafficking happens, where guys will pick a girl online and say, hey, meet me on Stockton Boulevard. I'll be wearing a pink shirt or I'll have a red purse or whatever, a way to identify them. And then on top of that, we have our transitional housing, where we bring girls into our house that we find off the street, or we help them get into a detox facility before they come into our housing program. Yeah. And then on top of that, we raise awareness, because we believe that with awareness and with young teenagers and what's happening right now, the more they're aware of how they can be coerced into trafficking, the more that we can stop this epidemic.
It's one thing to be coerced face to face, coerced face to face. It's another thing to be on social media, because you never know who you're talking to. So some 13-year-old girl could be on social media talking to what she thought is a 13-year-old boy, and it's so not.
Yeah, he could be posing as an Abercrombie model.
Yeah.
And he could have all the followers in the world that he has created, but on top of that, he's also talking to other girls as well.
Yeah.
I've met parents, because of awareness, that found their children talking to other supposedly teenagers online, and I told them about hidden apps that are on their phone, and because of the hidden app, she was able to see and locate that she was talking to someone from this hidden app that she didn't even know was on her phone.
Okay, hang on. We got to delve into this. So hidden apps, tell us about that.
Yeah, so there's so many hidden apps that children and pimps use, because they know that parents are tracking who they're talking to, who they're texting, and so what they do is meet them on social media and say, hey, go into this app, and you just put the numbers in the calculator. That's the only way you can get into the app, and it's a whole conversation they can have. They can have it through a camera, they can have it through text messaging, but it's a whole conversation that pimps can use to have with girls that parents don't even know about.
Seriously, this is mind-boggling. And here's the thing: I have daughters who are older now. I mean, they're in their 20s. Brandon, you have daughters who are young.
Absolutely.
And so it doesn't matter what age of child you have in your home. It doesn't really matter if you have a son or a daughter. Knowledge is key, right, Brandon?
Absolutely. Really, you have to, what Missy's saying is about these kind of things as parents. I mean, when I was a kid, we didn't have social media the way it is, and so really to be informed and know what's going on and be involved, know these kind of apps, and luckily you're sharing that kind of information.
Well, I mean, the other thing people don't understand either is that 40% of pimps are women. Young girls, trafficking young girls. And so I even talked to different hospitals about this. When you see two young girls walk in, don't think they're friends. Like
Yeah.
that's not how you identify them. And if you ask them if they're sex trafficking victims, they'll say no, because they either see themselves as a prostitute or worthless, and so they're not going to identify with that.
Yeah.
And in the way you identify it is there's different things on their body, different ways that you can identify with
How?
what's happening. I don't want to describe it
Okay,
on air,
all
but
right.
there's different
Absolutely.
protocols that you can identify that they're being raped.
Here's the thing too, Missy, is that if I saw you walking
Yeah.
down the street and I was a 13 or 14-year-old girl and
Yeah.
I was in a situation where I wanted to get out but I
Yeah.
didn't know how, I would talk to you. If I saw a law enforcement officer, I probably would not, for fear that I would get in trouble right away. And so I think that's a huge benefit for Blue Light to be out there literally walking the streets.
Yeah, exactly. And we go out with a team of people and we train them on, how to talk to girls, how to respond. And then we also have men that come out this as well. So we're not going out there by ourselves.
Yeah, good.
And like you said, we've had so many girls. I'm actually meeting with one later today that because of street outreach, she's come into our housing program. And she left, but she wants to come back,
Let me ask you this. I mean, you've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
Is the effort working?
Oh yeah, really, it really is. And the biggest thing I see is awareness. I really see so many parents, their eyes are opening to what's happening around them. They're finding their teenage daughters or girls are talking to someone that they shouldn't be talking to. I stood on a trial with a girl that she met another girl at a Galleria Mall, and she was being trafficked on Auburn Boulevard. Thankfully, within 36 hours, she was found before anything had happened.
I'm so happy she was found, but it breaks my heart for all the other people who are not found. And I know that is why you are doing this day in and day out, 24/7. It is a 24/7 thing for you.
Yeah.
You never stop.
No, especially at night. I think I get the most phone calls from survivors and victims in the middle of the night.
Sure.
So sometimes I have to wake up in the middle of the night and leave and go talk to girls. I actually have a family living in my home right now as we
Really?
speak. They have 4 kids. And they need a home, but we just are waiting to find one for them, and I won't let them live on the street alone.
How do your lungs breathe with your heart so big?
You're so
I have to
sweet.
tell you though, but here's the thing too, and you're probably listening to this and learning a lot of information that you may not have known, which is great. But the bottom line is, they can't do this just on the money that they have. I donate to Blue Heart. Boy, do they need your donations to Blue Heart. There's a great event coming up, so tell us about the event.
Yeah, we have our Kentucky Derby coming up May 5th, and we call it the Blue Heart Classic.
Yeah.
And it's just a race to end sex trafficking, and it's just 2 minutes of the Kentucky Derby, and just, we have a silent auction, live auction. It's just a fun event. We have mint julep, and it's just, we wear big fancy hats, and we just celebrate the funness of Kentucky Derby, but at the same time, raise awareness, raise money, and we have just great people that come and great supporters.
Yeah, exactly. So why is it so important to you to support Blue Heart?
These events are making an impact. People can have fun. You can go out, have a great time. At the same time, while you're having fun and you're going to watch the Kentucky Derby somewhere,
Yeah.
why not watch it at this event? Bring your friends, sponsor a table, and even if it's just you and spouse, a couple,
Yeah.
come have fun and know that by you having a good time there, that money is directly impacting Sacramentans in our region.
Yeah, and if you can't go, not a problem. Where can they
Yeah.
donate?
www.blueheartinternational.org.
You don't have to do the www.
And we'll put
International.org.
a link
Yeah.
on this as
Yeah,
well.
and there will be a
Yeah.
link on this page as well, with thanks to the good heart of Brandon Haefele and Catalyst Mortgage. So again, it's Saturday, May 5th,
Yeah.
and the link will be on there, right underneath this interview. But the bottom line is that this will not stop unless we get involved, unless we look out, right? Unless we
Yeah.
are playing a part in
Exactly.
this.
Yeah, and if you can't donate, there's so many great volunteer opportunities as well. We need the hands and feet to be on the streets. We need them to be in our housing program. We need help. So we always need volunteers as well.
Thank you, Missy.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Brandon. Thank you for bringing this to everybody. So again, that's Missy McCall. She is the co-founder of the Blue Heart organization, Blue Heart International. And again, you can donate to their cause or come on Saturday, May 5th and watch the Derby and help people as well.